luxurious, classy, elegant, and sporty. That is how I would describe the BMW 8. Except this is not just the 8, this is the M850i. My name is Dubz. Welcome back to another episode. The best part about the 8 series is the side profile, and this looks really, really classy, luxurious, and sporty. I mean, you've got the sporty side skirts on the side that really give this car the edge. You've got the silver door lines along the side, which accompanies the frameless doors with soft close. How cool is that? So you don't have to slam the door like people usually do. You just leave it on there, the car will do its thing. Moving right along, you've got the BMW power folding mirrors. You've got some air vents here, which I don't know if they're real or not, but I mean, they're there anyway, and I guess they look nice. You've got more BMW M badging, and you've got 20-inch alloy wheels with blue painted brake calipers. Moving along to the front, you've got the BMW adaptive lights with the classic air intakes which feed air to the engine and also cools the brakes. Moving along to the front, you've got the BMW grille, which this is the old grille, and I think on this particular M850i series looks really, really great. Now if you move on to the side here as well, you'll notice that you've got the front parking sensors, which are really, really crucial because this is really a big car. It's big, it's long, it's a classic, luxurious, sporty coupe, and I like it. I really, really do. Part of the reason why this is the 8 is because this car is really, really big. I mean, it sits 1.3 meters off the ground. It has a ground clearance of 125 millimeters. It's 1.8 millimeters wide and is 4.9 meters long. I mean, this thing should actually be out there because it's a yacht. Okay, let's get back to being serious now. So at the top, you have the carbon fiber roof, which is supposed to reduce the overall weight of the car. Just how much weight it reduces, well, I have no idea because this thing weighs exactly 2 tons. Just over 2 tons exactly. So like I said, I wasn't playing games when I said this thing is a yacht, and we'll find out why I say it's actually a yacht, because there's a lot of luxury in this car. This thing is jam-packed with tech, luxury, comfort, you name it. And also, before I forget, let's get to the most important part of this car, the engine. Now, let's talk performance figures. Now, this has a 4.4 liter V8 engine that produces 390 kilowatts and a whopping 750 Newton meters of torque. That sends all its power to all 4 wheels via the BMW xDrive system and can go from 0 to 100 in, wait for it, 3.7 seconds. That is mind-blowing. I mean, this thing is supposed to weigh 2 tons. I can't comprehend how this thing can go from 0 to 100 in just 3.7 seconds, which makes me wonder, do you really need the M8? Well, we'll find out. Okay, maybe I lied because the rear looks really, really great. I'm really confused. I'm stuck between, is it the side profile, is it the rear profile? But let's get on to the review in any case. So, at the back, you've got these rectangular silver exhaust frames, which actually have 2 real exhausts on the inside. Now the frame looks good, but you know, some people really prefer the authentic, you know, quad tail exhaust pipes, but hey, they look good nonetheless. Now there's no rear diffuser, funny enough, but you still get the BMW xDrive badging over there, the BMW badge, the M850i badge there. You've got, again, fake vents at the back. I really don't know why manufacturers are doing it, but I mean, if this car can go from 0 to 100 in 3.7 seconds, I'd actually think that those are actually real. In any case, now let's move on to the boot. Now, to open the boot, you just pop it open there, and it opens. Now, first things first, this being a coupe, this can be a disadvantage rather, because you have this slouch here, meaning it makes it really, really difficult to load stuff on, because one, very, very narrow space, but in essence you still get 420 liters of boot space, which is actually bigger than an RS3 sedan's boot. I mean, it should be. This is an 8 version, but it's not the biggest, but it's very, very practical nonetheless. If you pull those, the seats slide down. So if you want to carry a little bigger and longer items, you just clip those open. The seats fall down automatically. Let's see there. Yeah, they fall down automatically. Then you can load things like your golf clubs and everything else that you want to load. So yeah, very, very practical. I like it. To close it, it's got the automatic boot. So you just press that button there. It'll go all the way down and it's closed. Now, if you want to know how much this car costs, well, this car will cost you exactly 1.7 million rand. 16,999 to be exact, but it's 1.7 million nonetheless. Before we get into the interior, let me just show you a very, very awesome feature. Now, this car has keyless entry. So to open it, you just simply put your hand here. Mirrors will fold up, fold out rather, and bang, you're in. Now, this is probably the best part about this car. Second best to the V8 engine, the interior. So let's come in and have a closer look. The interior. This is a really, really awesome place to be in. I mean, I referred to it as a yacht earlier because it's really, really luxurious. I mean, you've got this red trim over here, which is really, it's a really, really good spec for this particular car. You've got the sports steering wheel, which doesn't have the flat bottom, obviously, because this is still a classy, luxurious coupe. You won't get this on an M8 though. And one other thing you won't get on an M8 is the crystal gear selector. How nice is this? This is really, really nice, and it's only exclusive to the M850i. You won't get it on the M8 for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but you know, that's why I'd rather spend a lot of my money on this, because this looks really, really good. The center console, you have a lot of tech going on here. I mean, you've got the start stop engine button over here, which if we just clicked it on once, woo, that sounds insane. I didn't actually mean to start the car, but okay, I guess now you actually got to hear what it sounds like. If you press this button over here, this P button right here, it'll take you to the different views that you have. Now, like I said, you've got the aerial view, you've got the rear view, reverse camera, you've got reversing assistant, park assistant, camera picture. It's just jam-packed with tech. So like I said, this has hand gestures as well. So to turn up the volume, you just simply scroll all the way down, you just do all that there. How cool is that? So when you're driving, you can just literally look there while you're turning it up and then turn it all the way down again. Moving right along, you've also got the maps. So you've got the maps button over there, sat navigation and the works. You also have in different driving modes, which we'll also get into. What I do like about the center console is this wheel over here, so you can use it as a swivel wheel, or you can just use this as a touch screen over there, theme of the map and so forth and so forth. You also have something that's really cool, ambient lighting in this car. Now obviously we need to close the doors and everything else for it, but you know, we'll get onto that in a second. Your different driving modes over here. If you press that button, you can also get, I think you can see your maps, so you should be able to see it here through the screen as well. If you press, you also have adaptive cruise control and speed limiter. There's a whole lot of tech going on here, and you can also still control the media through the multifunctional buttons on the steering wheel. Whilst we're here on the gauge, if you want to rev up the engine, it's got these cool displays. Now some people like them, some people don't, but I really think they're cool, and so they actually go the opposite direction, if you know what I mean. So if you want to rev the car, right now it's in comfort. Put it in comfort, show you what that looks like there. So it's just, see that? Yeah, but since we're revving it, if you want to put the car into its sportier settings, you hear the valves opening up, and then if you press that button over there and you rev it now, you'll get this. Oof. How nice is that? I mean, that sounds lovely. Now I'm sure you're going to want to go to the back to hear exactly what it sounds like, so off you go. That sounds insane. I mean, it sounds heavenly, but it also sounds so brutal. Now let us behave. Let's put it back into comfort. Let's turn the valves off and let's get back to the review. Like I said, this is a classy sporty coupe, so you try and keep it together when you're in this car. You know, it just reminds you what you can have, the performance that it offers, but also it's more about the everyday use, the luxurious use. Now, talk about storage compartments. You have cup holders over here, so you just press it open, get cup holders. You also have wireless charging for your mobile device. Just to demonstrate, you just take your phone, you put it in there, and it should start charging wirelessly. And then you can just close it up. When you're done, open it up again. You also have more storage compartment over here, and look, we have these nice seatbelt clips over here. So you just slip these on over there. I don't recommend this, but it looks nice nonetheless. And you just pop that open. Don't lose it. So let's put this back here. Oh, whilst we're here, you also have USB charging over there, and you also have the C charging point over there. So that's really good for all your latest mobile devices. How cool is that? It's close. If you look on that side, you've got the door bin storages. Maybe it's not the biggest, but you know, it really looks really nice. And along the sides here, you have these nice door mirrors, door handles, which are really good and easy to operate. You have your windows, so you can control like your mirrors on the side here. You've got nice door clips, which everything feels really luxurious. I mean, even the pedal shifts on the steering wheel feel really nice. For the interior, I can definitely give this car a 10 out of 10. But I mean, not really, and I'll tell you why. I don't think the screens are the biggest. I don't think they offer you as much as what maybe a Mercedes could offer you in terms of the capacity or the size of it. But really, I personally feel I like this. This is simple. They've got it spot on. They didn't go too much. They didn't go above and beyond, but they didn't shortchange you as well. And I think for the price, this is worth every single penny. The downside of a carbon fiber roof is that you don't get the panoramic sunroof because, well, it's carbon fiber. That's the only thing this car is missing. Only thing. And also the seats. Now you're gonna hop into the back quickly. Pull this back here. Right, and it's tight. I mean, it is really tight. I'm not the tallest, so maybe a 6-foot driver that's over 6 foot will probably, be a lot back here, but headroom is tight. Like I said, there's no middle seat, but there's no armrest as well, so that's really confusing. But like I said, this is a coupe. It's not actually meant. It's not about who's here at the back. It's all about what you get in the front. And like I said, for the money, it's worth every single penny. Just to demonstrate or illustrate something, this car has the X-Drive steering assist. That means that when the car is actually turning, the wheels will turn into the opposite direction. So we're going right now. Turn it all the way. If it turns all the way, you should see the wheels moving slightly inward to improve maneuverability. How cool is that? So, there you go. You can see the steering. I saw it turn in. See? That really enables this 4.9 meter long thing to actually maneuver a lot easier. And at high speeds, as you will see now when he drive along, just listen to that engine. How brutal is that thing? But anyway, at high speeds, what happens is the wheels turn in the same direction to improve handling and performance. My name is Dubz. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.